Okay, hello everyone. So in the last class, we have already discussed about oxidation and reduction. Now, what we'll do is we'll discuss about oxidizing and reducing agents. Now, please listen to this very carefully, as it is very important from my examination point of view. Mark my words. Okay, this is frequently asked in your examinations. Now, first of all, what we know is oxidation means addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, right? Reduction means addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. This you know from the last class. Okay, this is oxidation and this is reduction. Okay, now see, so oxidation does not occur like that only, isn't it? There has to be something which will push the reaction, isn't it? Which will there has to be an agent which is responsible for this oxidation, and similarly there has to be an agent which is responsible for reduction, isn't it? So those substances which oxidize others, obviously oxidizing agent means it has to oxidize, isn't it? Those substances which oxidize others but itself gets reduced, they are called oxidizing agents. Similarly, those substances which reduce others but itself gets oxidized, it's called reducing agent. It's confusing, right? It's confusing? It's not confusing at all. Simple. Oxidizing agent means it oxidizes others. So, if you have money, if you have 10 rupees with you and you give it to your friend, right? Simple example. So you give 10 rupees to your friend, so now you are broke, isn't it? Similarly, oxidizing agents, they oxidize others and they themselves get reduced. Sacrifice is sacrifice, isn't it? Similarly, reducing agent, they reduce others but they themselves get oxidized, isn't it? It's very simple. Now this will be clear when we discuss these. I have written a few examples. This will be clear from here. Just see. First example. Here in this case you can see what is happening. Hydrogen is being removed. You can see you have H2S. Here we have S only. Hydrogen is being removed. So we are having removal of hydrogen, isn't it? Here what is happening? You can see hydrogen is being added. So here we are having addition of hydrogen. So if hydrogen is being removed, means removal of hydrogen means what? Removal of hydrogen means this reaction is this is what? Removal of hydrogen means this is oxidation. This is oxidation. Similarly, addition of hydrogen means this is reduction. Are you understanding? So what is happening? Simple. H2S is getting oxidized, isn't it? And chlorine is getting reduced. It's very simple till here, isn't it? Because this is from the definition itself. Now, which one is the oxidizing agent and which one is the reducing agent? That you need to know. See, this is undergoing oxidation, right? This is undergoing oxidation. That means it is, this is undergoing oxidation. That means it is a reducing agent. How it is a reducing agent? This is a reducing agent because, see, reducing agents are those substances which reduce others but itself gets oxidized, isn't it? You can see this has got oxidized, isn't it? This has got oxidized, but here you can see this has got oxidized. Similarly, here chlorine, it has got reduced, right? It has got reduced. Hydrogen has been removed. Hydrogen has been added. So reduction. If it is reduction and if this is oxidation, so if it undergoes oxidation, so it itself gets reduced and it itself gets oxidized. Are you understanding? So H2S is getting oxidized. You can see H2S is getting oxidized, but it is reducing others, right? It is reducing others. Similarly, chlorine is getting reduced. Chlorine is getting reduced. So from the definition itself, Oxidizing agents are those which oxidize others but itself get reduced. Similarly, reducing agents are those which reduces other but itself gets oxidized. So you can see H2S is undergoing oxidation. So this becomes a reducing agent. So therefore H2S is a reducing agent and Cl2 is your oxidizing agent. Okay. Now see, let us consider another example. Here I have written, let me rub this out first. A lot of stuff is written on the board. I know it's difficult for you all, but you have to adjust, I have to adjust, everyone has to adjust. So here you can see, here we are having removal of oxygen. Everyone can see? Here we had oxygen but we don't have it now. So removal of oxygen means it is reduction. So once you see reduction, you forget about everyone. You forget about your mom, dad, your everyone. You don't think about anything. You just write this becomes your, this is reduction. So this becomes your oxidizing agent. CO. So here we are having addition of oxygen. You can see oxygen is being added. So addition of oxygen means oxidation. So if this is oxidation, it is undergoing oxidation, means this becomes a reducing agent. Don't think, where you have reduction, you can just write oxidizing agent. Wherever you see oxidation, behind that you can write reducing agent, so that you don't make any mistake in your exam. So in this case, zinc oxide is getting reduced. So it is an oxidizing agent. Similarly, carbon is getting oxidized, so it is a reducing agent. Now let us quickly do. Please do it. Copper, addition of oxygen. Everyone can see. Oxygen is added. See, you here we get your oxygen. So addition of oxygen means oxidation. Oxidation. Forget everything. This becomes your reducing agent. AgNO3. Here we can see removal of oxygen. So oxygen is being removed. Everyone can see. So removal of oxygen means reduction. So if this is reduction, forget everything. This becomes your oxidizing agent. So hope the discussion on oxidizing agent and reducing agents is clear. They'll never ask you the definition as such. They'll give you some reaction and they'll ask you which substance is getting oxidized and which substance is getting reduced. Identify the oxidizing and reducing agents. What you need to do, you just simply need to check where oxidation is taking place and where reduction is taking place. After you see that, the site where oxidation and reduction is taking place, the agent which is exactly being oxidized will be a reducing agent, and the agent which is exactly being reduced will be your the agent will be which is exactly getting oxidized will be a reducing agent, and the agent which is getting reduced will be your oxidizing agent. Okay, it's very simple actually, that I have written here. It must be very clear from the example itself. So wherever you see oxygen, below that, just to prevent mistakes in your examination, ZNO undergoing removal of oxygen, reduction. So this becomes oxidizing agent. You just write it so that your job becomes simple. So hopefully it is clear. If it is not clear, I'll let you know. You just let me know and I'll try to clarify it. So we have to stop here. And this is a very, very important topic. Please go through this properly. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.